Hey there, it's Heather, your stay-at-home saving supermom. I'm here making life work on one income without sacrificing the fun. From budgeting wins to grocery hauls, plus some bonus content once in a while, I've got you covered. Let's hop right in. Welcome back for another weekly budget. We are now on Paycheck 3, week 3. We are just working with our usual $760. We have quite a bit to chat about because some things have come up and not very happy about it, but it is what it is. It's life. So I already pre-filled out most of everything. We are going to go over our total saved for the month so far in our binder together. However, I do, if you notice, have our gas and electric starred, and that is because I received our bill. And our bill is, unfortunately, $324. Obviously, it makes sense because it has been in the negatives here in Michigan, and we have had our heat running quite often. So usually we budget $250, so I am going to be pulling some money from a different envelope, and I have it off to the side, but we can chat about it. But we'll get there when we get there. So I'm going to go over everything that we are planning on doing this week, and then we can go from there. So, like I said, our paycheck that we're working with is $760. We are going to be putting our virtual transactions for gas for $50 like usual. We are doing $150 for groceries. We're putting $150 away for mortgage, $50 away for our phone and Wi-Fi, $50 for gas and electric, $60 for our loan, $30 for our subscriptions, and $100 for our medical insurance. That totaled up to $590. So we took the remaining of that all the way up to our debt, and this week we are going to basically start leveling things out. So I am putting $9 away for our Lowe's, $8 away for my credit card, and $9 away for my husband's credit card. These are my husband's and my monthly minimum, and we are not going to be going over that. We're just going to pay the minimum this month, and then for our Lowe's is what we are snowballing. However, we have not been able to use the entirety of the snowball. We've just been able to throw extra towards Lowe's, which I feel like is the more laxed version of snowball. And coming down here to our sinking funds, we are putting $60 away for our Savings Saturday, $20 away for our $2 Tuesdays, and $14 towards our debt binder, which we are going to be stuffing in March, like the middle of March, because I'm going to be using bonus check money to stuff majority of the extra fund binders. So between the games, $2 Tuesdays, and the debt binder, that brings us to a total of $94. And if we go down here, out of our $760, we are doing our debt, expenses, and sinking funds, and that equaled out to exactly what we need. Now, if you go over here and you look at the highlighted section, we are going to be moving $74 from what we had saved up previously in our Lowe's envelope, and we're moving it to DTE because what I feel like is the more important, because you want to be able to pay your bills before you start paying extra towards debt. You want to make sure that you are paying your bills 100%. And unfortunately, with our gas and electric bill being higher than what we budget, we were able to pull out the remaining money that we are going to be needing out of our debt envelope and we are still going to be having a surplus higher than what our minimum is. So I feel like pulling that $74 is not a big deal, especially when our minimum for Lowe's this month is $104, and my goal is to have at least $200 put into Lowe's, and that would bring it to an additional $96. So that is our overview. Now we are going to go into our binder, and we are going to be able to count through our envelopes and see where we are sitting after we stuff this week. So in mortgage, after we pull the 150 and stuff the 150 in there, so I'll do 150 plus whatever this is what we will have total saved. So we so far have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 354 for 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So 450. So we'll have $1,600 in our mortgage after we stuff this week. So that means next week we are on track for putting the additional $155 to close it out. So electric and gas, we are, oops, I knew I was going to make a mistake. That was our groceries. So I'll put that down here. So 1,600. So gas and electric will jump down, and so far we're going to put in 50. So far we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, and 135. And then we are also going to be adding this $74. So plus 74. So we'll have $259. So 324 minus 259. So next week we'll just have to stuff our usual $65. And I put it in the wrong one again. Oh my goodness. What did I say? 259? Yes. Okay. So in here so far we have 51, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 205, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we'll put in the $50. Perfect. So I feel like that was just something to kind of point out, is that even when things are not going according to how you budget every week, and especially with those variable bills that come out and they fluctuate month to month, your water bill, your electric bill, gas bill, whatever it may be, it is okay to pull from other envelopes if you are in a surplus in those envelopes. If you did not have anything extra that you can pull, obviously the worst thing that you could do is put it on a credit card. But what I feel like is also another super, super, super important thing to have in times like these is your emergency fund. If you just put $5 away every week, $10, whatever you can afford, whatever your budget allows, and this is where my sinking funds come in right here. If I didn't have extra money in my Lowe's envelope to pull the $74, I would be sacrificing some type of something here. See, if you add up right here, the Sunday games and the debt binder, that's $74 right there. I would have pulled $74 and not played in my Saturday savings challenges, and I wouldn't have put an extra $14 in my debt binder. It's just life, it's what happens, but you need to be prepared for those kind of things. And I feel like that's one of the most important parts of cash budgeting and just budgeting and financing in general is, and that's also why I do this weekly budget overview, because I'm able to sit down every single week for an hour, 2 hours, whatever it may be, and go through every single bill that I have. And especially towards the end of the month, when your bills start to come in, then you'll be able to sit down, figure out how much money you have to work with. And that's another reason why I love having cash on hand, is because I can just pull out my binder and I can go through all of these envelopes and figure out a plan of what I can do to save our butts. Just to say that lightly. So I could talk about this all day, but I just wanted to share that with you, and I wanted to be 100% transparent, because I feel like you don't really see a lot of that, and I feel like it's a lot more common than all of us, think. And I feel like if you want to be a budgeter and cash stuffer and you're still learning and watching all of our videos in the community, then this is definitely something that I highly recommend, is just putting extra money away, whether it's, playing those savings challenges or stuffing it in an envelope and forgetting about it, or putting it in a shoebox and forgetting about it, or even if you want to just do it all virtually, set up a savings account that is not super easily accessible, especially if you can easily transfer it from one account to your debit card, because that can get you in trouble real quick. But I just think it's super important to save, even if it's just $5, $10, whatever is in your budget. I hope I am getting through to at least one person, because I feel like it's just super, super important to talk about. But I will get off of my soapbox and we can figure out how much we are saving total so far for phone and Wi-Fi. So $50 plus 120, 140, 160, 65, 66, 67, 8, 9, and 70. So that is $220. Perfect. Our loan is $60 going in this week. 1, 2, 250, 260, 61, 62, 63, 64, and 65. 265, so that is $325 total. Perfect. Subscriptions is $30 going in this week, plus 50, 70, 80, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. So that is $120. we're skipping water. And then medical, we are adding in $100 this week, plus 1, 2, 250, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, plus 280, and that is 380. And we already went through Lowe's and our credit cards. So I'm gonna get a total. So we've got 1,600 plus 220, 259, 325, 120, and 380. So far we'll have $2,904 saved up. I'm just gonna get a thumbnail. So now I'm going to do a bill breakdown, and I do want to mention that my husband adjusted his paycheck, and we aren't sure if it's going to reflect in this paycheck or next week's paycheck. So anything extra that he would be getting outside of what I budget in the $260 will be going directly towards our sinking fund, the different binders, and we'll just be saving extra through playing the games. So I will mention in our stuffing when we do receive the paycheck and see how much more we're getting, if anything, and I'll let you all know in the cash stuffing video. So now we are going to break down our bills and get a total for what I need to bring to the bank teller. So for groceries, we have 150, so I'll do 150. Mortgage is the same, 150. DTE is a 50, and same with Xfinity, which is our phone and Wi-Fi. Loan, we're gonna do a 50 and a 10. I almost wrote a 20. That's for $60, and then for subscriptions is a 20 and a 10. Medical is getting 100. Lowe's is gonna get 9, so we're gonna do a 5 and 4 singles. And then my credit card is getting 8, so we'll do a 5 and 3 singles. And then with my husband, he's gonna get a 5 and 4 singles for the $9. And then this is where we break things down to the smallest bill possible, or the most stretched out possible, so that we can play different games. So for $60, I think I'm just gonna stick to 5s and 1s. So I'm going to do $40 in 5s, and I'll do 20 singles, and then 40, so that's 8, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yep. So that's 8 5s. And then $2 Tuesdays, I always work with $2 bills, so $2 Tuesdays, I work with singles, so that's 20 singles. And then for our debt binder, I'll just do 2 5s and 4 singles. So down here, we're gonna add everything up. So we have 3 100s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 50s, 1 20, 2 10s, and then we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 5s, and 4, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 32, 52, and 56. Let's see if my math was right. All right, so we've got 56. 13 times 5 is 65. And then we've got a 20, a 20. 5 times 50 is 250. And then 300. So let's add all of this together to see if we get 210. To 11. Did I do my math wrong? Let's see. 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 40. Oh, I did. I added one more. Okay. So that is easy peasy. So 55. Problem solved. I'm not very good at adding math in my head, so that's a-okay. Oh. All right, so that is what I'm going to be taking to the bank teller. Should anything change, I will just update it with some new denominations for our games and the debt binder. But other than that, thanks for hanging out with me, and thanks for letting me go on my soapbox about the importance of savings. I mean, that's what my entire channel is all about. But if you love saving money without missing out on life, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stick around for more budget-friendly fun. Always remember, you are amazing, you are worthy, and you are more than enough. I'll see you next time.